Good morning. My name is Riley Wright, Senior Class President. Welcome to the Lancaster City Schools graduation ceremony for the Lancaster High School Class of 2020. Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a great country with freedoms like no other. To honor America and in respect for all who have served this great country, please take the time for quiet reflection as the Lancaster High School Assembly Singers present our national anthem, the Star Spangled Banner. Coming into high school, we felt like it would be never ending. With a whole 4 years in front of us, as a 14-year-old, you don't really think about the future too much. And I doubt that anyone who was thinking about the future thought that Riley Wright would be class president, speaking to you from a screen right now in the midst of a worldwide pandemic. But these things happen. We have to adapt to these situations because this isn't the worst thing that will happen to us. We did miss some of our senior year, but hey, we win the longest senior skip day by a mile, baby. Let's focus on high school before the pandemic. The sports, the pep rallies, the friendships, the learning, and the competitions. These memories are what we will look back on as our high school days. Did we laugh? Did we meet new people? Did we celebrate? Was this year really bigger than all of us? There will be times in your life where you don't think that you will make it, but you will. And you have to dig deep to strive to be better, not best. I want us all to take from this the positive changes in our lives. Many of us became essential to our community. We worked in jobs that others were unable to fulfill. We gained experience serving others and learned to not only be supportive, but to learn from the support of our community. We had many rally behind us, knowing our plight of lost memories. Those people gathered to support us during the senior parade, adopted us on social media, and sent many cards and well wishes. We learned that nothing is promised, only expected, and we need to make the best of what is handed to us. This isolation should have you asking what you can do for others. It was bigger than we are, but it is worth the sacrifice to protect our community. We gave so little to keep so much. It is strange to think that we will never walk these halls again, but it does not have to haunt us. Instead of choosing to take this experience and let it change us into negative, bitter young adults, or challenge us to be better, let's make the choice right now to remember how much we have grown as we challenge each other to be better. You just gotta keep on living, man. L-I-V-I-N.
Hello. Good morning. My name is Anthony Knickerbocker, and as the Career Tech Director for the district, I would like to welcome family, friends, community members to this unique ceremony. I would like to introduce the Lancaster High School class of 2020 Career and Tech Honor Graduate, Simon Voigt. Simon is the son of Greg and Deborah Voigt and is part of the construction trades program. Growing up in Lancaster, Simon attended Sanderson Elementary, Thomas Ewing Junior High School. Simon is a member of the football team and National Honor Society while being on the honor roll and receiving academic and varsity letter. Which is why my quote this year, former Miami Dolphins head coach Don Shula once said, "Success is the peace of mind that comes when you know you have to give the opportunities that life present you." I know that Simon will use these opportunities of life and what he has learned at LHS and in the construction program, and he will use it to his fullest advantage, especially when he joins the apprentice program with the Columbus Plumbers and Pipe Fitting Union. It was great pleasure that I introduce to you the Career and Technical Student of the Year, Simon Voigt.
Thank you, Mr. Knickerbocker. I would like to start off today and this special ceremony by thanking those that really made this possible for me, and I'm sure for many others. I'd like to thank God for giving me the courage to give this speech, because like everyone that knows me knows that I don't talk that much, and especially not to very many people. I would first like to thank some of my teachers from Sanderson Elementary School: Miss Allen, Mrs. Shin, Mrs. Kazmarek, Mrs. Bayless, Miss Stump, and Mrs. Kitzmiller. And even though you weren't at Sanderson, Mrs. Grine. They were all wonderful and caring women. Thomas Ewing Junior High brought a bunch of new experiences and a whole lot more influential people. Mr. Hesterman and Mr. Wagner were both wonderful teachers and coaches of mine. And even though you weren't a teacher, Mr. Grine, you were a positive influence in my life. Now, high school. High school is one of the most important times in many people's lives. My time at LHS was mainly working on school assignments and working to better myself through football. I couldn't talk about the person I am today without at least mentioning the family that is our football program and many other sports. Every single coach, player, and parent is special and means a lot to many people in this community, regardless of what activity it may be. Extracurricular activities are a great way to find out your true purpose and who you really want to be. And that's what high school is about. It's a time when you can finally put some of your dreams of possible career options to work, or if you're like me and didn't really know what you wanted to do, you can find it out through many different programs. When I was at the end of my sophomore year, I was choosing the classes that I wanted to take as a junior. The thought came into my mind that I wanted to be a doctor or physician's assistant. So I wanted to take all the science classes. Biomed seemed like a useful class for a doctor, so I wanted to take it. But I had already been accepted into the construction career tech program. And the trouble with that was that a scheduling conflict, and they're both at the same times of the day. So I tried to drop the construction class because it seemed useless and didn't pertain to my expertise. But turns out they didn't let me because it was a special program. But I had also decided to take honors chemistry, which if you've taken it with Mr. D, you know it's an extremely hard class. Unless, of course, you're the Valedictorian or Salutatorian, but for us mere mortals, the class was tough. So, in the first few weeks of junior year, I knew that being a doctor was out of the question. But at the same time, crawling through the grueling chemistry class, I was really enjoying the work that I was doing in this construction class, learning from Mr. Lewis and Mr. Phillips. The more we did, the more I learned, the more I realized that being smart had nothing to do with knowing scientific facts and learning big words. I realized that I can use my brain and my hands to construct and plan complex buildings, use electricity to power all kinds of equipment, use pipes and water to plumb ginormous structures. And I don't have to act like I think it's cool, because it really is. And the very best part is I can make zillions when I get good enough. This opportunity was truly life-changing, and I'm very grateful for those who made it possible. The career tech programs at this school are really something special, and a chance for anyone to find their calling, no matter what it is. And I couldn't have been able to do anything without the guidance of my truly inspiring mentor, Jeff Lewis. And it doesn't matter what program is for you, these people care and are always here for us. One thing they taught me, and something that I want to share with the class of 2020, whatever you choose to do, work hard at it. So I want to thank everyone that guided me through these many years of my life, the staff and administration, my family, and my loving parents. And with that, I would like to leave you with an inspirational quote from Jedi Master Yoda. Do or do not, there is no try.
Good morning. My name's Steve Spangler, Associate Principal, and I have the honor of recognizing the Lancaster High School Class of 2020 Salutatorian, Owen Snyder. Owen's the son of Ryan and Andrea Snyder. Growing up in Lancaster, Owen attended East Elementary and Thomas Ewing Junior High. Owen's involved in AP, CCP, STEM programs, and is a member of the football, basketball, and track teams. Owen was on the High Honor Roll, was named OCC Scholar Athlete for football and basketball. He earned second team OCC football and honorable mention for basketball. In the fall, Owen plans to attend The Ohio State University and major in biochemistry. It is with great pleasure I introduce to you Lancaster High School, Class of 2020 Salutatorian, Owen Snyder. Congratulations, Owen.
Good morning, and thank you all for joining us today to recognize the accomplishments of the Lancaster High School Class of 2020. While writing this speech, I could not help but think about the number of people that have helped not only me, but the Class of 2020 reach this point in our lives. The Class of 2020 deserves recognition for their contributions, but we could not have done it on our own. So bear with me as I thank a lot of people. First of all, I would like to thank God for all that He has done in my life, for my family, and my community. To my extended family, friends, teachers, LHS staff members, and the City of Lancaster, thank you for providing us with the resources, knowledge, and support that we needed in order to graduate. You have all made these past 4 years amazing. To all of the coaches that I've had in my athletic career, thank you for teaching me so many life lessons and pushing me to become a better athlete and a better man. Finally, to my parents and sister, I am so lucky to have you in my life, and I appreciate and love you all more than you know. Lancaster is an amazing town full of kind and hardworking people. I am grateful beyond words to have grown up in this city. At the beginning of my freshman year, we moved into the Amanda Clear Creek Local School District. However, I convinced my parents to let me stay in Lancaster School District so that I could finally be a Gale like I had always wanted to be. The teachers, staff, and coaches in the Lancaster City School District have had a major impact on my life, and I am proud to be a Gale. I am so grateful to be associated with such a great graduating class. Coming into my senior year, I had big expectations. Obviously, it did not live up to them due to the pandemic and resulting quarantine. However, there are several quotes that helped me make it through this year. These quotes are from the great leader and manager, Michael Scott. Michael is a wise and humble character on the TV show The Office. In other words, he is a great role model. In one episode, Michael said, "I knew exactly what to do, but in a much more real sense, I had no idea what to do." Okay, this may not have helped me at all, but it does summarize how many of us either currently feel or have felt recently. With the stay-at-home order and our senior year coming to a premature close, we have had a lot of stress recently, especially because most of us are trying to decide what to do with the rest of our lives. However, another one of Michael's quotes, in which he quotes Wayne Gretzky, is helpful when thinking about these circumstances. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Although this quote is very well known and sometimes overused, it does have a deep and impactful meaning. We are not going to have any opportunities to succeed in life if we do not seek them out and make the most of what we have. This year has been very hard on a lot of people, and in order to get through it, we need to seize every opportunity we get. I know all of you are capable of doing this. I challenge all of you to seek out any and every opportunity that you can in order to succeed in life. I challenge all of you to not settle in the next phase of your lives. I believe that our families and this city have raised the class of 2020 to be the kind of people that are determined to rise above our problems, be successful, and greatly contribute to our hurting nation. There have been so many posts on social media and so many articles in the news about events and opportunities that we seniors have missed out on this year. This situation is not fair, and it is disappointing that we did not get to have prom, senior tag, and all of the extracurricular events that we planned on having. But our current circumstances in writing this speech made me think about all of the great memories that we did have here at LHS. Homecoming dances, athletic events, drama productions, band concerts, choir concerts, pep rallies, and last year when there was supposedly a gas leak and we almost got out of school for a day. This year might not be what we expected or what we wanted, and this virtual graduation ceremony is a prime example of that. There is, however, still so much to be thankful for and so many unforgettable memories that we made during our time here. I, for one, will always remember us cheering on Mr. Burry last year during the winter pep rally while he stripped down to a singlet and a Speedo. We had so many new experiences, wonderful memories, and made lifelong friendships during our time here at LHS. And the end of our senior year will never change that. If I've learned anything from the events in the past several months, it is to make the most of every moment. So let's all make the most of our lives and enjoy every second of it. I could not have wished for a better graduating class to be a part of. I truly enjoyed every relationship that I made at LHS, and I wish the best of luck to all of you. Thank you, class of 2020.
Good morning. My name is Scott Burry, and I would like to introduce one of the most well-rounded, talented, and goal-oriented students that I've ever been around. The Lancaster High School class of 2020 valedictorian is Sarah Hoffman Weitzman. Sarah is the daughter of David Hoffman and Patricia Weitzman. Growing up in Lancaster, Sarah attended Medill Elementary and Thomas Ewing Junior High. Sarah is involved in AP, CCP, and the STEM programs, while being on the varsity girls tennis team, in theater productions, a National Honor Society officer, in choir, Key Club, Varsity L Club, Ecology Club, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and In the Know quiz team. Sarah was on the High Honor Roll, was AP Student of the Month, a 4-year letter winner, and Chagarty Award and Donna Keaton Legacy Award for tennis, and Lancaster Living Student of the Month. In the fall, Sarah plans to attend Knox College, major in biochemistry, and minor in health studies. It is with great pleasure I introduce to you Lancaster High School class of 2020 valedictorian, Sarah Hoffman Weitzman.
Thank you, Mr. Burry. To the community of Lancaster, the Lancaster City Schools administrators, teachers, and Board of Education, family and friends, and my fellow graduates of the class of 2020, we made it. Not only have we made it through the past 4 years of high school, but we made it to our graduation. It may not be the graduation we've all been anticipating the past 12 years, but we still get to celebrate the Lancaster High School class of 2020 one last time. When I started writing this speech, I was at a loss for what to say. How does one describe everything we have experienced this past year in just a 5-minute speech? So I asked some of our classmates to describe our senior year in one word. I received answers like enlightening, remarkable, life-altering, unrivaled, and eye-opening. Instead of focusing on the negative side, they chose words to portray how unique and impactful this year has been. And so that is what I want to do now. I want to focus on what has emerged from all of this adversity. A lot of things have been taken away from us, but I believe we have also gained a lot through these losses. We have dealt with a hardship that no class before us has ever had to face. So I believe our class will share a bond like no other class before us. Years from now, we will all still be connected in a way unlike any other group of people, whether we like it or not. Besides your teammates, no one knows how it feels to have the senior season you've been training for suddenly taken away. Besides your friends, no one knows what it's like to spend the last few months of senior year socializing over the phone or in a car circle. And no one can relate to experiencing graduation virtually besides all of us who are going through it right at this moment. After today, we will all start our new paths in life, whether that is continuing in education, serving our country, or starting a career. We are all going separate ways, but we will always stay united and have stronger relationships with those who have supported us. We would not have been able to make it through this time without them. The amount of care and encouragement they have provided is astounding. Our staff, coaches, and mentors frequently checking in with us and doing everything they can to provide us with modified opportunities. Our family and friends giving us the extra love and care we need. Not enough can be said about our entire community rallying around us. All of the virtual hangouts organized, care packages sent, an entire celebration on Arbor Valley Drive in our honor have been to ensure we feel loved. We should be thankful for these people because they helped us get to where we are today. And we have even more of a reason to be grateful because they've helped us through such an unimaginable time. In addition to growing these deeper connections, we've also experienced a lesson we should take with us the rest of our lives. Now we know what it's like to have our everyday routine turned upside down, to be stripped of the things we've been looking forward to for years. And the phrase, never take anything for granted, has a whole new level of meaning. While everything is falling apart now, we have learned a valuable lesson to enrich our futures. We'll be able to appreciate moments in our everyday lives and appreciate the special moments even more. We can treasure the stressful or monotonous days we have. We know how much we miss them when they're gone. We can cherish the special occasions we've been looking forward to and be grateful when we get to experience them. We can recognize the small joys in life that we took for granted and have been missing. Things like hugs from our friends, eating dinner at local restaurants, or the assurance our family members are safe when they leave their homes. Or maybe laughing at Mr. DiDomenico's bad jokes, the feeling you get right before a game or performance, watching Mr. Burry do the craziest things at pep rallies, or seeing your friends smile at you in the hallway. From all of this misfortune, I hope you remember the beauty of everyday life, to have gratitude when celebrating milestones, and the value of the little things that bring you happiness. I hope you remember to be grateful for the people around you and show them the same love they have given you. I hope you remember to never take anything for granted. Things as simple as seeing your friends in person or buying toilet paper. And I hope you all know you will end up stronger because of this adversity. Thank you again to everyone who has supported us through this time and throughout our entire high school journey. And best of luck to the class of 2020 as you continue your journey through life. I am proud to have you as my classmates. This year has been a roller coaster, but we made it.
Congrats to all in the Lancaster High School graduating class of 2020. We are so proud of all your accomplishments throughout your school careers. And there are quite a few. Millions of dollars in scholarships, academic recognitions, career tech exploits, athletic feats such as championships and state qualifiers, band, choir, and drama performances, pep rallies with unforgettable memories, but most importantly, continuing unbelievable Gale pride in this school and community, even in these unprecedented times. Class of 2020, where do I start? You came into your senior year with an idea of what this culminating year of your school career was going to be like. Then you've been thrown curveball after curveball that has made you alter the way you envisioned your senior year ending. It all started when Luke Bryan came to town and we had to change homecoming. To now, as you watch this graduation ceremony from your own home. Please do not look at what has been taken away from you. Focus on so many memories that you have created and will carry on with you as you go on about your adult lives. You seniors now have a special bond that no other class will have. You have stuck together remotely, been there for each other and your family, and embraced this uncertainty with resilience that only a Gale could do. You have also created a bond with me that I will cherish throughout the rest of my career. It did not take me long, 3 years ago, to realize how special this class could be. For almost 3 years, I have walked the halls of LHS alongside you, spent time in your classes with you, cheered you on all over Central Ohio, and even trusted you to watch my children and do work at my house. I want to thank you for your leadership during this time in the community, and I can honestly say I miss being around you this spring more than words can even describe. I will miss the class of 2020. I am so proud of what you have done and would like to wish you good luck in all your future endeavors. Never forget where you came from and what was made possible at Lancaster High School. I've always said, every great person comes from somewhere. Why can't it be from #Granville Pike? In closing, I will leave you with these lyrics from the one and only Pitbull. Give me everything tonight. For all we know, we might not get tomorrow. Love you, class of 2020.
To the Lancaster High School class of 2020. My name is Lise Ricketts, and I'm currently the president of the Board of Education. And on behalf of the board, Vice President Amy Iman, Kathy Kittredge, Jane Nauman, and Diane Garlinger, I would like to congratulate you. We are proud to have you join the ranks of LHS graduates and would like to thank your parents, grandparents, siblings, extended family, all your teachers, close friends, and all who have helped you get to this momentous occasion. We are disappointed as a Board of Education that we will not be presenting your diplomas as we have in the past, but Board Member Jay Nauman will do the honors along with the LHS administration. When thinking about what to say to you in my address, my thoughts were taken back to the spring of my junior year, 1969, in my English class in room 169. We were handed a 3-inch thick novel. The cover was red, black, and white, quite a formidable sight. The title, A Tale of Two Cities, by author Charles Dickens. As you can imagine, there was a strong discomfort within the class. Like I said, it was the spring. I remember opening the book, and the first line was, "It was the best of times, it was the worst of times." Those lines have resonated with me throughout my life and have given me a resilience and perseverance regardless of whatever situation was in my path. And today, class of 2020, we could use Dickens' opening statement to describe your senior year. You started your senior year with optimism, anticipation of doing all those things that the senior year is all about. As far as most could tell, it looked like a normal start. Senior pictures, fall and winter sports athletic schedules, choir concerts, band, plays, homecoming, clubs, community service, college entrance exams, career and tech school visits, job interviews, perhaps military service, and making those big and exciting decisions in the next step of your life. Things were rolling along just like it should in your senior year. And then suddenly, everything stopped. March 16th, 2020. However, school did not stop. School as you currently knew it, but the teachers and staff and administration kicked into gear a new learning style. It took everyone a while to adjust to the new normal. However, during this time, there were greater connections made between you and your teachers. Your teachers, staff, and principals have really missed being in the building and seeing you each day, and I'm sure you've missed them too. On April 24th, 2020, at 8:20 p.m. for 20 minutes, one of the most beautiful moments in LHS history happened on the high school lane as the lights of Fulton Field were aglow. Teachers, staff, principals lined the side of the lane as hundreds, if not 1,000, cars honked, people cheered, celebrating and congratulating you, the class of 2020. At that moment, we were no longer distant from each other. We were close as a community could be. It brought tears of joy to my eyes and warmed my heart. I have seen acts of kindness bestowed upon your class, and your class has reached out in Lancaster to give back in many ways. During this time, your awareness of well-being, both physically and mentally, has risen. Checking on friends, loved ones, neighbors became a part of normal life. Through this unprecedented time, you have become stronger and focused. Your class has a bright future. You will become the future doctors, nurses, scientists, teachers, artists, chefs, engineers, caregivers, carpenters, plumbers, writers, musicians, actors, lawyers, managers, mechanics, designers, police officers, manufacturers, politicians, technicians, first responders, hairstylists, computer programmers, and the list goes on. And perhaps one day you may serve on the Board of Education. No matter where life takes you, give back to your community, and always remember from where you came. In retrospect, I think the class of 2020, this was the best of times. You all have the potential to shine, so be the light of the future. Hashtag Granville Pike, stay safe, and go Gales.
Nathan Abel. Levi Adams. Hannah Adcock. Mackenzie Atkins. Logan Egan. Preston Ehlers. Shelby Aldridge. Joshua Alexander. Houston Allen. Cody Allman. John Appleton. Brittany Asbell. Madison Bear. Kaylee Baker. Jacob Balzer. Mary Barge. Brooklyn Barnhart. Trinity Behringer. Megan Bash. Brianna Bauer. Michaela Beatty. Samuel Ballou. Edward Beekman. Alyssa Bell. Chloe Bell. Haley Bell. Cameron Bennett. Roberta Bennett. Tristan Bennett. David Bernard. Charles Bebelheimer. Mary Biley. Anthony Black. Zachariah Bach. Michael Boyko. Trinity Bolin. Amelia Borchers. Caleb Boring. Emma Bosser. Kaylee Bowen. Zoe Bowen. Thomas Bowers III. Lily Bowersock. Sebastian Brenstall. Sean Brentlinger, Jr. Jacob Brown. Annabelle Bircher.
Quentin Burke.
Noah Burnside. Chadwin Bush. Noah Bush. Horizon Kane. Jonathan Campbell. Jerry Canfield III. Megan Carlisle. Layla Carlucci. Dominic Carpenter. Isabel Casasanta. Jacob Kathy. Christian Chapman. Hannah Chapman. Camden Chavez. Blake Clark. Emma Clark. Caitlin Clark. Spencer Clark. Fred Clickinger. Shane Cauldron. Gage Collins. Ashton Collison. Madison Conant. Allison Conkey. Isaiah Conley. Rebecca Kahn. Brian Connell. Cameron Conrad. Nancy Copus. Caleb Cordell. Mary Cordell. Chloe Cosgrove. Justice Courtney. Carly Kreiser. Alicia Christ. Austin Christ. Kirsten Christ. Kennedy Crook. Jasmine Crouch. Blake Pruitt. Evan Pruitt. Madison Culbertson. Hannah Culver. Connor Cunningham. Cody Curry. Charles Daniels. Jacob Davenport. Aaron Davis. Dakota Davis. Ethan Davis. Jermaine Davis. Jalen Davis Mahan. Jonah Day. Madison Dean. Cole DeLeon. Austin DeLong. Hannah Dennison. Andrew Dexter. Carly Dexter. Chloe Dighton. Samuel Dingus. Jennifer Donahue. Faith Dove. Emma Dowdy. Benjamin Drake. Devin Drum. Savannah Dryden. Bradley Dumb, Elizabeth Duncan, Haley Eblin, Brooke Eck, Devin Edelblut, Tyler Enman, Stephen Irvin III, Caleb Hyman, Kara Falvo, Clarice Farley, Christian Fott, Bailey Faulkner, Michael Ferguson Jr., Jenna Ferris, Brianna Fertig, Samuel Fessler, Kobe Fetty, Dakota Fischera, Casey Fink, Bryce Finn, David Fisher, Portia Fisher, Kaya Flory, Haley Forrest, Alexander Foreman, Alexandria Francisco, Geneva Frank, Michaela Frank, Sumner Frazier, Caleb French, Brianna Frost, Isabella Galecki, Kansas Gardner, Justin Gary, Brandon Gary, Zane George, Amelia Gilmore, Dalton Golden, Madeline Good, Summer Goodman, Tyler Gordon, Anna Graff, Kensington Graham, Corey Graves, Paige Green, Ashley Griffith, Jocelyn Griffith, Timothy Grimm Jr., Nicholas Grover, Lucian Guzman, Elizabeth Guttridge, Dalton Hayner, Alana Hale, Keston Hall, Max Hamilton.
Emily Hamilton Laura.
Amira Hamami. Zach Hampson. Angel Hanshi. Caleb Hannah. Xavier Hannigan. Chloe Hanson. Emma Hanson. Benjamin Harmon. Stephen Harmon. Alexander Haroon. Colin Harper. Asher Harris. Kirk Harrison. Brendan Hatfield. Dallas Hedges. Rochelle Heft. Anna Hendricks. Christian Hernandez. Nicholas Harold. James Hewlett. Kaylee Hickman. Destiny Hill. Sage Hill. Tyler Hillier. Riley Hilliard. Vincent Hoke. Ariel Hoffman. Sarah Hoffman Weissman. Brianna Hollett. Nicholas Hoops. Ian Hughes. Hannah Householder. Noah Householder. Philip Huber. Brendan Hutton. Aaron Emler.
Joseph Innocenti Travis.
Abigail Jacobs. Paige Johnston. Ryan Johnston. Cameron Jones. Ellison Jones. William Jones. Joel Kasich. Blake Kennedy. Zachary Kidder. Bryson Kiphart. Victoria Kirby. Christopher Kirchgassner. Jackson Knight. Justin Kramer. Hannah Crutch. Brevin Lambert. Nicholas Leach. Alexander Least. Caleb Lamaster. Blake Linhart. Preston Leonard. Brennan Lewis. Alicia Liff. Willis Litton. Adam Lockhart. Benjamin Lockhart. Roger Lucas III. Zachary Lucas. Tyler Lunsford.
Emma Mace. Caitlin Magnuson. Grace Mahon. Gavin Mallory. Jaden Markin. Cassidy Joe Mason. Brooke Matthews. Bolivia May. Kaylin May Rudder. Aiden Maynard Tachik. Bailey McCafferty. Tracy McLaren. Grant McConnell. Sabrina McCormick. Riley McDonald. Ashley McDuffie. Taylor McGinty. Skylar McManus. Abigail McPherson. Jace Melfi Klein. Dominic Myers. Riley Mickle. Sarah Mikesell. Creighton Miller. Dalton Miller. Gabriel Miller. Destiny Montgomery. Kaylee Montgomery. Aaron Moody. Jocelyn Moore. Taylor Moore. Kendall Moriarty. Abby Mowry. Madison Mowry. Jennifer Mullins. Keely Murphy. Logan Murphy. Caleb Murray. Riley Myers, Jack Nauman, Trevor Neely, Adam Nebergall, Brianna Nelson, Jacob Newell, Caleb Nichols, Joshua Nichols, Chase Noland, Madison Nutter, Ethan O'Brien, Samuel O'Connor, Catherine O'Laughlin, Nicholas Ottinger, Derek Olive, Courtney Palmer, Tristessa Parrish, Holton Paskins, Madison Patrick, Hattie Payne, Devin Pearson, Nathan Pechar, Asia Peck, Arion Penix, Matthew Perry, Tyler Pessel, Derek Peters, Matthew Peters, Kirsten Peterson, Tristan Peterson, Victoria Pickett, Dylan Porter, Christian Price, James Price, Mason Price, Farah Prince, Devin Pugh, Azaria Queen, James Quinlan IV, Carson Rainier, Gabriel Ramsey, Donovan Raver, Malia Reynolds, Dylan Reimer, Maya Rice, Maisie Rigsby, Emma Ritchie, Ian Roberts, Kennedy Roberts, Tyler Rockwood, Zachary Roeder, Brianna Rohr, Antonio Roland, Grace Romine, Madison Romine, Matthew Romine, Hallie Rose, Tristan Rothenberger, Bryce Roush, Tanner Roush, Alicia Runyon, Danielle Russell, Caitlin Rudder, Devin Savage, Grace Schmalfeld, Victoria Schoenberger, Leah Schultz, Aaron Scott, Ethan Scott, Mallory Scott, Robert Scott, Sean Searfoss, Dylan Seaschultz, Hannah Sells, Cole Simmons, Aaron Sharp, Lillian Sherwood, Seth Shoemaker, Haley Schoenbarger, Zane Shuttleworth, Joshua Sylvia, Xavier Simcox, Hannah Simpson, Evan Sines, Andrew Smith, Cole Smith, Megan Smith, Ricky Smith, Quincy Snap, Caitlin Sneed, David Snyder, Hannah Snoke, Owen Snyder, Patrick Soland, Andrew Solt, Christopher Swords, Hallie Spangler, Josie Sparks, Jacob Spires, Jeremiah Springer II, Blake Starkey, Dominic Starr, Guinevere Stevens, Isabel Stoika, Trinity Stottridge, Brandon Strasball, Miquiana Street, Regina Stuckey, Jacob Stoller, Malcolm Sullivan, Colton Sutherland, Peyton Swearingen, Morgan Taylor, Abigail Teener, Jaden Thomas, Brock Thomas, Jonathan Thomas York, Allie Thompson, Elizabeth Thompson, Orion Tress, Leah Tipple, Jonah Tripp, Andrew True, Grace Vale, Cesar Valenzuela, Anna Vanderbilt, Sky Van Gundy, Jessica Van Horn, Isabella Vavrinac, Simon Voigt, Annalisa Wabel, Isabella Walker, Zachary Wallace, Taylon Wallace, Samantha Walls, Chance Walston, Adriana Walter, Sierra Walter, Gracie Wampler, Wesley Ward, Hakeem Washington, Wyatt Watson, Michaela Weaver, Jessica Webb, Emily Weber, Elijah Weiss, Jacob Wentz, Ross Wentz, Blake West, Logan Wheatley, Samantha Weitzel, Colton White, Charles Widener, Taylor Wildenthaler, Celeste Wildermuth, Seth Wildermuth, Anna Williams, Caitlin Williams, Rachel Willison, Paris Wolf, Susanna Wolford, Ethan Wood, Riley Wright, Adam Young, Bryce Young, Curtis Young, Cassidy Zaker, Haley Zaker,
My name is Michaela Frank. I am the Student Council President for Lancaster High School. On behalf of the Lancaster High School Class of 2020, we gratefully accept these diplomas awarded to us by Lancaster City Schools Board of Education. Class of 2020, please take a moment and turn your tassels to the left side. This momentous act signifies that we are official graduates of Lancaster High School. Family and friends, thank you for watching this graduation ceremony. Please arrive at LHS at your assigned time wearing your cap and gown in order to drive through and pick up your diploma and pose for a picture that will be made available to you. Congratulations, Lancaster High School Class of 2020.
Weirdest thing to think about is, I had my last day of school and I didn't even realize it at the time.
I have two grandsons that go to Lancaster High School. One's in front and one's in back, Ethan Scott and Sage Hill. And I think this is a wonderful thing that they're doing.